Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Hope everyone's having a good day. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about goal setting, more so what you should look for when you're setting a goal, important factors. I'll start with the most important thing, and the most important thing to me, in my experience, when setting a goal, is having an emotional tie with your goal. Um, an example. So what I mean by that, you want a really strong emotional tie. And what I mean is, um, let's say you're very overweight. There's someone who's very overweight, and they're just sick and tired of being tired, of not being able to do activities normally, and just the way they feel about themselves, and they're just tired of it, and they're tired of feeling crappy about themselves, and they want to feel better. um, that creates, those feelings create a very strong emotional tie to the goal of losing weight and of wanting to feel better. And you have to want the goal more than, you have to have that desire, that strong desire to want to achieve your goal of losing weight, of feeling better, more than you want to just stay the same, and that strong that strong emotional tie, that strong emotional bond with that goal is something that really helps people get that motivation that they need to make the change rather than staying the same. Because change is very challenging, especially with working out, starting something new. Getting in the gym, doing something you're not familiar with. It can be a scary situation sometimes for a lot of people, and it's really important to have that motivation, that inner motivation to get past that. And having that emotional tie to your goal really helps get past that point and get started and get going and stay going. Another reason that's important is once you've been going, once you've been in the routine of working out regularly, you're going to run into obstacles. You're going to run into speed bumps. Maybe you didn't achieve your goal as quickly as you wanted to. Or maybe you're just not losing, you're losing 1 pound a week rather than 2 pounds a week, that kind of thing. Um, or maybe you ran into a small injury, whatever it is. There's always little obstacles and little speed bumps that can, if you let them, prevent you from achieving your goal. And that's another reason that having that strong emotional tie to your goal really helps keep going through those time periods of challenge, those challenges, I would say. So you want a really powerful goal, and that comes from that emotional tie. Another thing with goal setting is you want time frame. There's a lot of really small important factors. So time frames, uh, action steps. So what's an action step? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out 3 times a week and for 30 minutes or for 45 minutes. I'm going to do 30 minutes of strength training or circuit training, and then I'm going to do 15 minutes of cardio, something like that. That's kind of having a plan, and you're planning out your action steps, the things that you're going to do to achieve that goal. Because even if you have a really powerful goal and you really want to make a change, you're just sick and tired of the way things are, you want to make that change, you have that strong goal, without those action steps that you're going to take and the plan that you're going to enact to get to that point, it's going to make it a lot more challenging to get started and to get going on that. So definitely a powerful goal, emotional tie, action steps, very important. Time frame, again, I mentioned that. So setting a realistic time frame is really important. You don't want to say, I want to lose 40 pounds in 2 months. I'm like, well, that's unrealistic. You got to think realistically, about like what's a realistic amount of weight that you can lose, that you believe you can lose within, let's say, a 3-month period, and set that goal. Healthily, realistically, most people are going to lose no more than 2 pounds a week of fat. So 8 pounds a month So 3 months, that's 24 pounds of fat in 3 months that you could lose realistically and healthily. So that's the other factor is health. Like, is my goal healthy? Not only is it realistic, but is it healthy? Because sure, you can lose a lot of weight really fast if you just starve yourself, but that's just a given. If you're not taking in calories, your body doesn't have any nutrients there, so it's just going to lose weight. But the problem with that is you're going to lose muscle. You're not getting the nutrients you need. You could create more health complications because of the weight loss. So there's a healthy way of doing it and an unhealthy way of doing it. Healthier way is to set a realistic, a smaller goal. 1 to 2 pounds a week of fat loss is good. I usually recommend people start small. Start with a smaller goal that you know you can achieve, like 1 pound, lose 1 pound a week, lose 4 pounds in a month. Start there, because that small goal and having that little accomplishment of been working out for a month, you lost 4 pounds, that can make a big difference in your morale, rather than if you set a big goal of losing 8 pounds in a month. You haven't been working out at all, you're just starting out, and you don't lose that, it creates too much room for disappointment and discouragement. So I like to keep things as positive as possible. Set a smaller goal, 4 pounds in a month, go for it. If you lose 3, hey, that's awesome. But if your goal is to lose 8 pounds and you lost 3, that's a lot more disappointing than 4 and you lost 3. Does that make sense? So small goals, really, really important, especially when you're getting started. As far as goal setting, that's pretty much covers it. And I'll talk a little about motivation. Again, having that emotional tie. But so let's say you run into one of those speed bumps or blocks that I mentioned, and you're kind of running out of some motivation. A good way to fix that is just to remind yourself to be mindful of why you want to make that change, mindful of why you started in the first place, and just remind yourself of that. Like, this is why I'm doing that. This is how I'm going to, and kind of, you can even visualize it. You can say, this is how I'm going to feel once I achieve this goal. I might feel this way right now. This might suck, or I might be struggling with this right now. But once I get to this goal, I'm going to feel so much better. So I'm not going to quit, because if you quit, it's over. It's done. Who knows where you're going to start again. You've gotten started. If you quit, done. Don't quit. Just keep going. Remind yourself of your goal. Remind yourself of how far you come. If you hit a speed bump, you've probably already lost some weight. So remind yourself of your progress, and that will remind you that you can do it. It's not something that can't be done, and you can do the work. It's not too hard. You've already been doing it. Just keep doing it. Maybe figure out what you can do a little bit differently if it stopped working for you. If you kind of hit a plateau, let's say you lost like 16 pounds and then you just, for 4 weeks, you haven't lost any more weight. Okay, figure out what you need to do differently in order to continue to lose weight. Maybe something changed in that time period. Maybe you started eating more. Maybe you started working out less. Kind of go through that 3 or 4 month or week period where you stop losing weight. Kind of analyze it. Okay, what did I stop doing? What did I start doing? What am I doing differently? Because there's definitely something in there. If you stop losing weight, there's something in there that changed. You got to figure out what changed and then fix it, make the right adjustments, and then keep moving forward from there. That's what I got for the day, guys. Hope that helps. You guys have a good one. And remember, don't quit. Keep moving forward, even when times get tough, and you'll be happy that you didn't quit. Take care.